All right, 5-color Niv-Mizzet Reborn. For those that aren't familiar with this bad mamma jamma, 5 mana, 6/6. When it enters the battlefield, reveal the top 10 cards of your library. For every color pair, you may choose one card that's exactly those colors from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. So basically, this means you flip over the top 10 cards of your deck, and we grab cards that are 2-color combinations, but only one of each of those combos. So, for instance, if we flip both Time Wipe and Teferi Time Raveler, we only get one or the other for blue-white cards. So, we're basically just playing all of the reasonable 2-color cards this format has to offer. I actually think this archetype's likely going to be pretty reasonable because we have things like Teferi, Thought Erasure, and Trophy to interact with the Nexus decks reasonably. And then we have things like Oathakaya and Oko and Time Wipe that give us reasonable legs against the aggressive decks in the format. Someone asked, are these cards standard legal? Once is not standard legal. Oko is not standard legal. Probably most of the rest of this is. Yeah, it's literally standard legal except Oko and Once. And that makes sense, right? Because, like, most of the two-color cards in this, this format are from guilds, and those are all still standard legal. I'm actually not playing any buddy lands. I'm on Shocklands and Fabled Passages. Distraction Ninja, thanks for the 3rd of a year. Thoughts on variation of Niv-Mizzet Reborn that's Jund-based, Casualties, and Bedevil. Sounds great. I think Casualties of War is very, very good in this standard format. If your deck can cast it, it's going to be reasonable. Thoughts on Historic so far? It's very green because Once Upon a Time is very busted. So hopefully they address Once Upon a Time. But other than that, I've been enjoying the format. The fact that a number of these cards in this format are banned in Standard does make it feel unique. Like the fact that they banned Oko in Standard, and the fact that Oko exists and enables different archetypes in this format does make it feel unique from Standard, so that's nice. I think I'm gonna mulligan this. Yeah. I'm on the play. I'm gonna keep this on the play. That's kind of scary. Historic, Yarok, Dreadhorde, Explorer, Builder out. Nah, you're good, Furious Squirrel. In for that one. Thanks for the biddies. Hope you're having a good one wherever you're at. Think I just want to trophy this leyline before it gets out of hand. So, like, this is ramping them, but, like, the leyline was going to guaranteed ramp them anyways. I don't know. I guess they still have, like, turn 3 Nissa regardless, huh? You don't think it's a coincidence? I do. Hadana's Climb, sweet. This was one of my pet cards in Standard for a long time. Really love that one. Oh, Hadana's Climb with Nissa is gas, huh? Because 5 mana Nissa puts 3/1/1 counters on a land. The elf deck we played this morning was unfortunately very bad. Choking out lies. Climb plus Yorvo. Yep, I believe that. Yeah, there's a number of things that let it flip right off the bat. Yorvo, Nissa, etc. So we'll grab Plains here, which lets me Teferi this elf.
Sorry I'm late. I've got
And I think I play Goose. And I think I'm just making a food here. Because by making a food, if I turn this into a 3-3 and hit their Oko, they can Oko this, give it a counter, and kill my Oko. So by +2ing my Oko, they can't kill it inside of combat this turn. That's unfortunate. I was going to get to cast Niv-Mizzet Reborn. I no longer can now. A climb build around for Historic as well. Thank you, Squirrel. Sounds excellent. We'll be back after today with more Historic on Wednesday. As always, my schedule with what formats we're playing when are up on my website. I think elves and goblins are in a good place for the future. If we get another set with random tribal support, they have room to improve. Maybe. I don't know. I think at least as far as elves is concerned, the lack of a critical mass of 1-drops that are playable is a big part of its issues. And I'm not sure that they really have things in the format, or that I'm not sure they would want to print things into the format that would really address that. It's getting a little bit on our mana here.
Gaze into my face and put on your true shape. You're blind to your folly.
Citadel was fun. I don't think it was very good, but it was definitely fun. Because playing 5 colors is more novel than playing 2 Camboni. This is the TLDR. They're worried about interaction here, huh? Is Chromatic Lantern too clunky? I don't think it's necessary on the surface. I don't know. I've played Chromatic Lantern in builds in the past. I wanted to see with Once Upon a Time, Fabled Passage, and Goose if we can afford to just not play that card. Just because Chromatic Lantern is just like another mana source. Main deck Melody, eh? Gross. Something, never didn't have it.
Don't worry, I got this.
Oh, we're missing second white at the moment too, aren't we? Awkward. I mean, if they elk him and we rip a white source, we just like time white, pick our thing back up, right? It's like it's not really the end of the world.
Gaze into my face and put on your true shape.
Put on your true shape. If we draw untapped white source here, I don't have 2 planes in my mana base, do I? That might be a mistake, not having 2 planes, because like Fabled Passage isn't a white source at this point. Okay. Because they didn't target Breeding Pool. Yeah, you're correct in longer games. In longer games, buddy lands tend to be a little bit better fixing as you draw lots of lands. But like, for example, if I didn't have these Fabled Passages, I wouldn't have... The Fabled Passage represents all 5 colors. Hey, Ribsen, thanks for the support. I think I'm just going to trade here because I need a white source. So I'm going to trade here. Will Teferi bounce this to give us another shot at white? I guess I can just do this now. Perfect.
I've got it.
And now I get to do this with Time Wipe up at instant speed. Which is another upside to protecting the Teferi last turn. They know about the Time Wipe here, so I assume they're just gonna go to combat. And then post-combat they can Nissa a land, but I can Teferi bounce the land creature and then trophy the Nissa. And then I just have to deal with their Oko, but I've got Oko and a Teferi, so we should be okay there. No, shillings aren't going away to my understanding. Nissa plus the Adana kills. I literally have Time Wipe. So to answer your question, no. That is why I waited. That's why I waited till their turn to Time Wipe. The ability to reprint from Magic's past gives Historic a unique ability to reprint very specific answers to problematic cards, keeping the cards in check without having to ban it. I don't know. It would be the perfect answer for Oko in this format. I think that's a shit take. Sorry. I think that's a bad take, Master Neo. I think the idea that banning cards is inherently bad is nonsense. And I think it's one that too many people perpetuate. There is nothing wrong with banning Magic cards. I don't know where this like stereotype that like if something gets banned it's a failure comes from, but some cards, even if answers exist for them, just suck to play against. And it's okay to say that and be like, we want to ban this thing because it just doesn't produce fun play patterns for most people. I don't think that's an unreasonable stance to have. There is a warning on the Twitch, on the points page, that says they might reset in early December. My Twitch rep said if they are going to reset, they will give me a heads up. Needing to play specific hate cards for busted stuff doesn't sound like a great format. Yeah, it sounds like Modern. It's not a great format. Formats that boil down to, did my opponent draw their stupid thing, and did I draw my anti-card for their stupid thing, suck, in my opinion. So if the formats were going to not boil down to that point, I would definitely prefer it on average. I mean, are people talking about banning Oko in this format? I haven't heard anyone talking about that. I think Oko is probably pretty reasonable in this format, just because there's more good one drops in this format. I also think though that what's the word that I'm searching for? I also think that wait, they just what? Okay.
I assure you our deal is worth your while.
I think power creep is inevitable as formats grow. If they don't get managed, yeah. I also think managing your formats is fine though. I think you can avoid power creep by banning things that need to be banned. And again, there's nothing wrong with banning things. I don't understand where the idea that it's taboo to ban things comes from, but I think it's really silly. All right, so I think I Teferi here, pick my goose up. I can definitely go to Sultai Kefnet. And now if I replay the goose, I have to just sacrifice it to block the Nissa thing. So I think I just pass here. The second Nissa was a pretty big beating this game. We were kind of stabilized against the first one, but oh, Nissa plus Oko is lethal. Yep, I forgot about that interaction.
Surely you see the humor here.
Yep. Forgot about that one. That was a close game. I forgot to restart Arena during the last break, as the current amounts of unbearable lag show, so we'll take 30 seconds and restart the client after this match. Welcome to our release-ready product. This is probably too slow at the top end. Yeah, other than their play, the turn they Hadana's climbed, I think they made a mistake. Like, I think they should have just, like, made their food a 3-3 and attacked me for 6 that way. Giving up their Hadana's climb was a bit of a punt. But other than that, I agree. I think they made pretty good decisions. Correct. If you Oko a Nissa land that you played that turn, it does not have haste, which is awkward. One of those things you gotta watch so you don't get got. I don't know if there's a good TLDR on what turns off with Oko and what doesn't offhand. Yeah, ever since Koth was printed, Koth of the Hammer, pretty much every land animating Planeswalker gives them haste, just because it's a real feel bad to get got by that. Just got off an hour-and-a-half meeting about our new healthcare and realized we live in a dystopian capitalist nightmare society. Yep. Hashtag vote blue to save America. So, yeah, it's probably just my own Oko.
Open your heart to the magic that dances around. It's not poison. Trust me.
It's kind of incredible how much worse Nissa Worldwaker is than than the 5-mananess in this current format.
I'm certain you're quite charmed to meet me.
I'm certain you're quite charmed to meet me. Huh? So we're definitely doing that. A lot of decision trees here. I think it's just like Teferi.
Let's slow this down.
I think I'm just eating their food so they can't attack my planeswalker here. Make a food of my own pass.
One bite, and all your cares are gone.
Is Unmoored Ego the best sideboard tech against Nexus? Depends on what your deck is. Just killing the Nexus player is definitely the best technology against them. So like Questing Beast, Bone Crusher Giant, those types of effect ending the game tends to be ideal. I guess this lets them kill Teferi. That's really not that big of a deal though, huh? Oh, every time that happens, it feels bad. It's been a hot second, chat. It's been a hot second. This stain of a Magic card. I got so used to it like not being legal in Pioneer and Standard that like when it happens in this format, it always takes me aback a little bit. I'm like, oh wait, that's a thing. And an interesting stat, there was a Legacy Grand Prix this past weekend, and over 33% of the spells people played in their main decks at the Legacy Grand Prix were cards that were printed in the last year, which is just like quite absurd. And for people that aren't familiar, Legacy is Magic's oldest format that contains cards. It has a ban list, but it contains cards from Magic's entire history. Yes, frags. Cards like Fire Ice are considered blue-red when they're in your deck. Ren and 6 actually got banned in Legacy.
Mine is yours, and yours is mine.
Well, we aren't anywhere near casting our spells, chat. Hopefully Kisa's combo is good today. It's been kind of a rough day so far. What is Vintage? Vintage is a format where instead of banning things, you can play 4 Mistress Workshop. Citadel, it was fun, but not very good. Brazen Bar is probably the best bounce spell. It's really good. So that 33% exclude lands. Yeah, it just looks at spells. a little over 33% of the spells in the decks in the finals were spells from the last year. All right, so white or black source lets us cast Niv-Mizzet next turn, which is nice. If these are blanks, I get to play Oko and kill their Oko. Huh? I think I just Oko their Oko here. You get Frilled Mystic. Aether Gust. Vomit. We're actually just dead to this, right? We're dead to the climb. Didn't matter what we did. Oh, I guess if I time wipe there, we're not dead to climb. We don't die to Aether Gust. Yes, spells in Magic, spells are all cards that are not lands. The dude rants. Thanks for the 17 months. Welcome back. Hope you're having a good one wherever you are. Okie doke. Well, we tried. Is Climb plus Cleveland too cute? I feel like Climb plus Cleveland probably classifies, instead of asking yourself if you can, maybe you should ask yourself if you should. I would be surprised if Climb plus Cleveland is necessary. Ember Cleave. Would you accept money to try is the real question. Yeah, I like money. I like money. I like money. Who am I to say no to your money? All right. Let's elk that so we don't get turn 3 Nissad. Put on your true shape.
You're blind to your folly.
Okay. So I get to do this, do this. I think I'm shocking this in. Am I? Yeah, I'm gonna shock this in so we can trophy either Nissa this turn. I'm not playing in about a week because I came busy. When I was grinding Historic after it came out as best of 3, I was crushing with the Kisis deck. All I say is, I think you have a good chance of ending Arena on a good deck. Here's hoping, dude light. We'll see. We've got a spicy Boros list for Historic. If you head on over to my website and click Historic decks, there's a Knights deck up there that I think is quite good. Yes, this is a mana ability.
Oh, you're a tricksy one.
You're a tricksy one. Bye, Felicia. Okay. Now that looks like an elk to me, so everybody just come and see it's a +1, not a -3. How to get past Watsy's R&D. Hey. Bone Crushers in the board for Nexus. That's a great idea. Put Bone Crusher in Knight's board for Nexus. I'm gonna update the list on the website to make that change. Card's fine in other aggressive matchups too. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. So I'm gonna trade my food for their forest. Oko's gonna die. Poor little Ravager Wurm. Not even big enough to kill their blocker and kill Nissa in the same turn. Am I still attacking Nissa though? I don't know that I am. Yeah, you cannot kill Castle Garenberg with I'm gonna attack Nissa, I think. Animation is so good. Crunch. Why do they always have Nissa? Why do they always have two Nissa? We were gonna beat the first Nissa. The second Nissa has just been like our downfall today, chat. Just every time. Like gonna get the first, get second Nissa. Just like yikes. I agree. I feel like Wurm should have been a 5/6 or a 6/6 on the base stat line. Yep. We really need a time wipe here. Niv-Mizzet would be great too. He could draw us into time wipe. Well, need white for the time wipe. Oh, you're right. You are very right. Got him down to 21, chat. They're on the ropes. You think they're scared? I bet they're scared. Blackjack indeed. Thank you for the 21 months, Greeny T. Welcome back. Happy Monday. Am I dead? $13, $14, $15. So this puts us to 5. The Goose mana makes us the Goose gives us our second white here, so if we hit a time wipe, we could still be in it to die to Nissa. Nissa lands plus Leyline make 3 mana. Lol. That's real life. That's real. Elves deck was real bad today. Our whole morning's been a bit of a train wreck so far. Looking forward to getting to Kisses to hopefully play something decent. Forgot to restart the client again because I'm a big idiot. I'm gonna write a note down so I remember this time. Oath and Bedeck out here probably. I like Teferi against the Salians and their Okos. I don't think I'm going to be holding up mana enough for this to be good. I think we're pretty close to that at the moment, Psycho Squirrel. We've been playing this one for about 40 minutes, so we'll probably play 1 to 2 more matches after this, another half hour, 45 minutes or so. Night for Leyline. Maybe. I feel like I'd rather just keep their board clear. Feel like I'd rather render the Leyline bad by just, like, killing their stuff. Because, like, if they have mana creature, we're probably still dying. Hey, good morning, Niv. Thanks for the very generous tier 3 resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Hope you're having a good one wherever you are. Yes, all the decks in the deck queue that are listed before the one we are currently playing are ones that we've already played, Android. I guess. Hoping to find Godless Shrine with this, or Goose. Alright. No elf, no Leyline. It's good for us. I think I'm gonna grab a white source here, actually. I don't usually want to play trophy super early anyways. It's the sickest of skill games that we play. Knew the Overgrown Tomb was there, obviously. Easy game, easy life. Those blind to tyranny are lost.
I will invert the world.
Well, if they don't have a land, we get to just, like, Teferi bounce your dork. That's exciting.
I am not making this up as I go.
Nobody believes you, Teferi. And the real question is, do I send this here? I don't think so, because I have these trophies in my hand. I think I just, like, save this to block their 3/3, and then I trophy their Oko. You could also potentially give them a turn with the Oko to draw step Thought Erasure them next turn. That does sound kind of appealing. So even if I shock this in, because I have Hallowed Fountain Plains, I can't trophy and erasure this turn. So let them draw, cast them a spell. Yep. Veil of Summer is actually a very good reason to... Veil's a very good reason to keep board in my 4th Teferi as well, actually. Now, the awkward part here is this Paradise Druid gets to kill my Teferi, and then I can just, like, never... Well, they're just gonna cycle them. That's exciting. They just want to hit their land drops. That makes sense, I suppose. Sure. So they get to kill my Teferi, but then I get to trophy their Oko next turn. It's like an okay-ish exchange for us. They do have this mass manipulation in their hand that I have to worry about.
One bite, and all your cares are gone.
I'm gonna do this, actually.
Assure you our deal is worth your while.
I don't want to, like, trophy them and then give them the land they need for the mass manipulation. Interesting. I wonder if they don't have... They must have Basic Island in their mass manipulation deck, right? Feels weird to me that they didn't get one there. I guess they wanted to hold up their other Veil of Summer. Thanks for 7 months, Jake. Welcome back. I'm afraid of the big bad wolf, the big bad wolf. So I think the plan here is Elk the Wolf, time wipe, clear the board. Does Despark change my mind? I don't think so, because I kind of want to take the Paradise Druid off the table too, just since they're a little choked on mana. This is a very heads-up play on their part. Oh, does it not keep indestructible? I don't actually know. Oh, it doesn't. God bless. I don't know. I don't know how this game works, chat. I don't know how this game works. Magus of the Moon still makes everything mountains, but that loses indestructible. Whose line is it anyways, really? I don't know how you expect me to keep track of these things.
Surely you must be famished.
That water bottle's been sitting down here for a couple of days, and it tastes like it. Grabbed the wrong one. Need to clean that one out today. Gosh, you know what really sucks? This card can't target my cards, so I can't trophy my Oko before they can Veil. Because this doesn't target my stuff.
It's not poisoned. Trust me.
It's not poisoned. Trust me. Gosh, we're really bad at drawing our namesake, huh, chat? Where are my Nivs at? If we drew Niv-Mizzet like our opponents drew Nissa, we'd be much better off. We're just gonna die to our own Oko. Because they have Veil of Summer. Vomit. We tried being luckier. I've not. It's a good line, though. I might attempt that in a future match. It's really unfair, because we even have Once Upon a Time to find our Nivs. Come on. If I mention that magic sucks and then you die, I feel like I haven't said that recently. I forgot this was a Niv deck with how often. Yeah, it's basically just been awkward 5-color stuff, right? I think we haven't cast that many. We've played like long games, just haven't drawn many.
Welcome to the feast.
We did put everything. I'm starting to doubt it. Of course, we are playing on Magic Arena, and everybody knows the Magic Arena Shuffler is rigged against us. The truth is out there, sheeple. Open your minds, man. big shuffler trying to keep the little guy down.
Oh dear.
All right. We're gonna honk the goose. We're gonna eat some food. It's gonna be great. Yep. Yeah, that's exactly right. We can honk the goose next turn, cast time wipe, honk the goose again, or put the goose back into play. So gain 6. Boop, boop. Wonder how many people actually say the shuffler broken for playing like 20 games where nothing happens but 2 games in a row where they get some bad luck. Lots of them. Is the answer to your question. Thoughts on Clackbridge Troll as a value card? It's not good enough. There's just better value cards that you could be playing instead. I'm let down that the goose doesn't honk when you make a food. I agree. They need to step up their game. Live for the honks. We're more than 25 cards in, right? Because, like, that was the second Once Upon a Time. So, like, we're through 25 cards plus 8 more on the bottom. So we're through 33 cards at the moment. All right, now I'm concerned. Am I the one who's actually disconnected? Y'all still see me, right? I haven't dropped any frames. Their timer's not ticking down. Well, I guess I needed to restart the client anyways, so these people are great by their stuff. These are my wonderful people, buy all of their things. In before locked out of the game, yep.
Twirl and curl, choking out lies.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, was definitely waiting on me. Was 10 out of 10 was waiting on me, chat. Thanks, Magic Arena. Thanks. What a release-ready product.
Let's slow this down. Here we go.
Heads up play on the opponent's part. Playing Veil in response to the Teferi, so I couldn't bounce this once Teferi was in play, because obviously Teferi forces them to play Hearthstone. Am I dead? No, I'm not quite dead, right? They can put me to 1. Now I believe we're dead. I don't know at this point. We'll let them figure it out.
The land fights for us.
The land fights for us. Citadel was a lot of fun. It was a good time. For a good time call. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Animate food, Melody Goose is lethal. That's not true, right? Because I block here and I only take 8.
Surely you see the humor here.
I mean, I kind of like their play there, Marty. The Teferi's going to be really good. Kind of punished. It's a good draw. Despark her. Trophy you. All right. Your move, Yugi boy. Oh my word, this turn is amazing. Do 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 do. Thanks for the 20 months of support. High speed run, I appreciate that. Welcome back. Graduated from boot. Congrats, Polly. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand. We'll make it, I swear. Does anybody know, did they announce if Historic would have auto-cycle bans, or are we waiting till the next scheduled update for any changes to this format? I feel like I didn't hear one way or another, which probably means we're on the normal schedule. Stacko, thanks for the 7 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. We're winning the game till they draw creases. Don't you put that mojo on us. Yeah, I'd assume no mention means normal schedule. Would be my assumption. Maybe that's a bad assumption, but would be my assumption. What situation is Ego for? Nexus of Fate. Field of the Dead. We'll probably hear it during the monthly Where's Arena at video update. Huh? That's an interesting thought. Yeah, they did. I do remember that. They said digital allowed them to be more flexible, but nothing about timing. I remember that quote. They actually come out and said they will manage Historic with bans at all. I mean, that's a given. I don't think it's wrong to assume that there will be some sort of management of this format as a given. Huh? I think I actually bought him once here. Just like keep Goose, Oko, Bedevil. Hey, thanks for the 8 months, Storm Face. It's been a little medium. I think there's probably a reasonable chance that this archetype's not worth exploring until they ban Veil of Summer. M0, thank you for the 3/4 of a year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. The old turn 2 Oko with Veil of Summer up. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That worked. Was not expecting that to work, chap. Dar Cartesian, thank you for the brand new Prime support. Welcome to Hoaglandia. Hope you're having an excellent day wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for keeping me around. Ooh. That's exciting. Who's got 2 thumbs is ready to get mass manipulation? This guy right here. Why not Bothering the Swamp, considering Once Upon a Time is often a double color land in our 5-color deck? because I needed black for the Bedevil.
The land shall conquer you.
Tradesies. Tradesies. Okay. Until they play the second Nissa next turn, we're in a good spot. Do I steal Paradise Druid? Is it crazy to steal Paradise? I feel like it's not. This does mean I lose my Oko to an Oko of their own. If they don't have a land, they can't play a 5-drop. So they need land plus Nissa here to make Nissa work. It is a little awkward that my time wipe's gonna give this back to them. That is a touch awkward. They didn't have the land. Yeah, that's sweet. Okay, so I think I'm gonna Despark Leyline here. It's a good draw too. And then I'm gonna make this a 3/3. And then I think I'm gonna do this and bounce their food.
I know my responsibility.
Maybe this is too aggressive. They also said, being purely digital means we can curate historic much more actively than is practical for physical magic. More actively could imply more often. But as with everything with Arena, who knows if they're actually going to do something. Yeah, yep, I agree. This lets them throw away a Paradise Druid to kill my Oko. My sequencing was bad this turn, so what I should have done was I should have played Teferi and bounced their food first, because then when I drew a land, I could have shocked the land in and kept this untapped to save my Oko there. So my sequencing there was actually quite bad, and I lost my Oko because of it. There's something to note.
I've got it.
If I like had an Oko going on this board still, we'd be in a pretty good spot, right? Like we're a little bit ahead at the moment, but they could easily catch back up. Sure. Hey Sarah, thanks for the 3/4 of a year support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yep, time wipe definitely looking good here. We gonna get on the scoreboard, chat? Have we won a match yet today? I can't, that's always a fun one. You like think back and you're like, gosh, have we won a match yet? I don't recall. I don't recall if a match has been won yet today. I didn't attack with the food because I want to block their Paradise Druid. When did your stream become my stream? Look, Marty, it's been a hard knock life. Gosh, if I'd have taken the right sequence to keep my Oko around, I think we definitely would have won this game. We're not just dead, but like we're definitely worse off than we otherwise could be.
This might be a bad idea.
Yeah, Leyline is why I'm being a little defensive here, because I can put 1/1 counters on things. So we're gonna crack a food and activate this, yeah. Yeah, time wipe means we're ahead at the moment. And I do have a draw in the bank with Teferi, but like Krasis, Nissa, like all of these things just drag them kicking and screaming into this game, right?
Surges through these lands. Rise, my elemental friend.
Rise, my elemental friends. So they can actually activate Leyline this turn too. Because these each makes, this makes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if they spend both their food, they can activate Leyline here. That's good for us. Alright. Doomblade for Nissa.
Trust me.
Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Oh, dee 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 dee, bee dee 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 dee. All right, the only punish for waiting on this trophy is Hydroid Crisis, and I probably shouldn't let those words fall out of my mouth. Because, well, yeah, but Teferi stops Veil, chat. So they're currently playing Hearthstone. Veil does not really, they would let them cantrip their Veil, but that doesn't really matter. Well, I wanted them to activate the Nissa, chat, because I wanted to time wipe another thing. I wanted to get another land with time wipe. Okay. Teferi's at 5.
I'll protect you.
I think I'm supposed to do this. I don't know. Maybe I'm not supposed to do that. Maybe I'm supposed to save it for third Nissa or whatever. I don't have any mana creatures. I'm probably supposed to hold the Despark. I'm gonna eat a food for now. I think the health could matter. Sick.
Let's try this.
All right, I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves here, chat. I think climbing our way up onto the scoreboard might be in our future. Heave ho! Kicking and screaming the whole way. We ain't going quietly. We ain't going quietly. Crunch. Despite our best efforts running. Hey, I would like the record to reflect that outside of that one turn where I could have played to drawing a land with my Teferi, I played this game well. I made one mistake. That was very little. Crunch. Alright, survey says. Please be dead. Please be dead. What you got? Papi! Alrighty. Ooh, buddy old pal. Secret Lair bundle. Oh, it's a web link. You are currently in line for Secret Lair. Please note when it's your turn, you will have 10 minutes to complete your purchase. What? Your estimated wait time is 2 minutes. Weird. All right, I'm gonna go back to playing Magic. Why do I have to wait in line for a digital purchase? I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh, it's a paper product that comes with, so you can't just buy the online stuff? Paper Magic cards. I've got some paper Magic cards around here, chat. I've got a Heracross and a Tomegamon and Rock Lobster. Rock Lobster. Yeah, this is fine, right? Not great, but fine. Old man shouts at electronics he doesn't understand. That's why MTGO is down. They needed all the hardware for the Hasbro store. Oh, that's funny. All right, I think it's just Overgrown Tomb here. I don't even have a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Yu-Gi-Oh cards are a different physical size than paper Magic cards. So I do not have Yu-Gi-Oh cards in the mix. They're a different physical size. I need that Digimon to complete my deck. You poor thing. Who's loco for Oko, chat? And here we thought the MTGO Hamster Union negotiated the day off. Nope, just doing a different gig. Love the Amen Cat masterpieces. I have an altered Birds of Paradise here too. Isn't my birds beautiful, chat? Do you love my birds? I love my birds. My birds are beautiful. Big, beautiful, burly birds. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is so boring, they had to multiply all the numbers by 100 to get the kids excited. Am I planning on doing SCG Indie in February? No, I have no plans for paper tournaments at the moment. Any tournaments that I might go to between the months of November and like April, I don't really make firm commitments to, just because those are like peak snow months in the Midwest.
Walk with me, sing with me. I've won by.
Yeah, the NRG team tournament was this past weekend, and I was unable to go. More subs in the winter too, I bet. Kinda. Actually a pretty big drop off between October and November. I think I had like a 900 sub count difference between the 2 months.
Quite the
Looking back at the records, this job involves a lot of incredible swings. Did that just happen? Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, oh, escape from reality. Do 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 do, do 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 do. I feel like it was appropriate that we were talking about big swings and then that happened. I like that it was appropriate that we were talking about big swings and then that just occurred. Is this the real life? Is this good deck building? Asking the real questions. Oh yeah, like the next 3 draws are gonna be hits. Like not even close.
I think a little merriment is in order.
Whitstone, thanks for the 8 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I'm gonna get aggressive here. If they want to try, if they draw a haste creature to kill Oko, I have another Oko to follow it up, but I want to try and end the game here, I think. What was that? Metrics are fun. Someone asked if there's more subs in winter. So in October, I had 3,313 unique subscriptions. And in November, I had 2,444 unique subscriptions. So yeah, a little bit less than 900 on the swing there. Twitch Prime is very volatile.
Broaden your existence.
How many of those were gifted subs? That's a good question. I think it was like 300 were gifted subs. So it's like a 500 drop in organics. Do you notice changes in your subscription based on the health of Magic's money? Yeah, definitely. The more people are enjoying Magic, the more likely they are to be watching Magic, the more likely they are to subscribe to people who are doing Magic. Is it worth swinging with the team with the 2 backup Okos? Yeah, probably. That's probably a good suggestion, especially with Oko on 5 right now. I don't know. I don't think there's really a wrong way to eat this Rhesus. We're gonna be A-okay regardless. I don't know, we're at 15, I don't want to die by mistake. Like, I feel like the only way I lose this game is if I get like overly aggressive somehow. So like being super conservative seems fine here. Oh, that's true. They like literally can't attack Oko if they take after this hit. Opponent agrees that they flooded too much. Not gonna happen. Jeff Hoagland, come for the Magic, stay for the timeouts. God bless. So Oath and Bedevil sound great here. Despark's probably not very good. I expect my opponent's a Questing Beast deck, so probably just want to cut the Time Raveler here. This seems fine. It's possible I want Knight of Autumn. Knight of Autumn does kill Cleveland. We can also Oko Cleveland too. How do you feel about Thought Erasure versus Knight? I feel like I'd rather have Thought Erasure. Could go either way there. I have Oko to deal with the sword, so I think I'm gonna err on the side of playing Thought Erasure. Have more 2-mana spells. Even if Thought Erasure isn't a 2-mana spell that impacts the board, it like lets us sculpt our game plan nicely, which is great. Historic, Pioneer, Standard, what's been the most popular for lately? It's actually been a pretty even split between them. Even the modern decks we've done recently have had decent viewer count. So I'm splitting pretty evenly this week because we've had a good range on what people have been showing up for. Although I will say today, I don't know if it's just like because it's the Monday after a holiday, that could definitely be it. Today's viewer count's definitely a little bit low for a Monday, and it's definitely low for Arena. 1100 or so is what we've been getting up to for Pioneer a lot of days. Yeah, I also haven't been doing a ton of Modern Zephoid, so like I've only been doing like 1 Modern deck per week. So like people who are looking for Modern content can't split up their views, right? So like even though my Modern videos getting the same number of views comparable to my Pioneer videos, there's like 5 times as many Pioneer videos, 5 times as many Standard videos, Historic videos, etc. Kevin from Up, thank you for the 14 months. Welcome back. I appreciate it. Bob the Mighty One, thanks for the 3rd of a year. We've not played the Keesis deck yet, so decks that are still in the stream title are decks that we have coming up later today. So we'll be playing this deck for probably, I'll probably do 1 more match after this one. This deck's been fun. Probably do 1 more match after with this one, and then we'll roll on into 4-color Keesis. Yeah, that's a good observation too. Could definitely be school related. The old Zerta Goblin. A lot of grizzly bears. Opponent goes all in. So passing gets punished if they draw Veil, but it's better if they go land Questing Beast. Or like land Legion War Boss. So we're going down to 4 here. We'd love to draw Othakaya or Oko. Okay. Dead to Questing Beast here still, but another Oath. Lot of grizzly bears, chat. A lot of grizzly bears. The way that game played out, I'm gonna bring these knights in. It's like a 2-1 that gains 4 or a 4-3. Both sound very reasonable into what this opponent is doing. Oh. I was gonna say never didn't have it, but you didn't have it. Yep. Story of my life. Little awkward that I don't have 2 planes to get with these. So I think I just get this. This means this guarantees I can cast any spells that we draw here, which is great. We can fetch a plains with this and a swamp with this, then have every spell in our deck be castable. The Keesis combo deck is funny. I agree with that sentiment. I think I'm supposed to do this. Once upon a time, there was a Rekindling Phoenix. Gross. That card's really good against us. I think I want to just put up a brick wall here. Discourage them from attacking, encourage them to go wide on their board so I can pick this back up with Time Wipe here in a minute. What are spells? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, hey, hey. Is this Cleveland? Here, Cleveland is nice this time of year. We're drawing all of our land so Niv can find more spells later. I like the glass half full approach. I didn't board in my Desparks, did I? Maybe I should board in the Desparks. If I'd have seen this, I would have brought them in. Despark tags this and this. I don't have a clean answer to this card at the moment. That is a very good draw. Cleveland is never nice any time of year. Thanks for the 4 months, Mr. 7. Hello. Don't do it. Don't do it again. All right, just down to 5. God bless. Yep. All right, if we find a Niv, we're in a pretty good spot. Oko is also great, right? Because Oko would let us kill this. How about another land, chat? Does a land make it great for us? Is it good for you, chat? It wasn't good for me. Brick. 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 Great. Need a live one. It's basically a spell. We paid mana for it. That's, yep. Arena got confused on who I was chanting to brick, huh? Yeah, I didn't specify who was supposed to brick there. One's on me. Yeah, I don't know. I think Oko's obviously very good. It's just a good card. It's a multicolor card, so you can get it with Niv. I don't know how I felt about the Gilded Goose in this deck. You really have to skew the mana green to make Gilded Goose playable in this archetype. And I honestly, after seeing how those games played out, I wouldn't be surprised if part of the answer, or like what I want to do with this deck, is just like play an extra land and a couple of chromatic lanterns just to like make the other spells casting easier, to like not be super base green. It's too often Lotus, but I don't think that's the problem. I think especially with Oko, Goose makes mana plenty consistently. I think the bigger part of the issue is just that, like, in order to consistently play Goose on one, the mana has to be really green in a deck that's otherwise not that green, right? Like, if you look at like what the rest of this deck is doing, it's basically an Esper deck, right? So I feel like if I were to try and explore this archetype again, I would probably skip Gilded Goose and probably like go up a land, maybe play a lantern or two and like play another spell and then retool the mana to not have so much green in it. Because right now I've got 10 green sources plus Fabled Passage plus Gateway Plaza, which is more green than anything else in the deck, which comes at a real cost. All right, what are we doing? We're gonna hit a quick ad roll so I can get the deck list uploaded everywhere so it's ready to go. And when we get back, we are going to take a crack at some Kisis combo here on Historic. Don't go anywhere. Thanks for hanging out today, folks.